problem in United States
Yes.
because life is more slowly and not so many. I don't know. It's like character in like in more poor countries, players more aggressive, more. Yeah, it's strange, but this is true.
Yeah.
Usually, if we can see like how to play players in Russia, for example, players aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
or in India, also players quite very well in calculation and thinking about dynamic every time.
Mm-hmm.
But in United States, players a lot of time play something like Tarakan defense
Yeah.
and try and avoid all complications at any cost. And
Right.
this is big problem that even if a player ready play fighting chess, he trying to avoid it at any cost every time.
Right. 100%.
And yeah, and of
My
course,
biggest problem.
if you want to get more points, then best possible way play in completely different ways that everyone
Right.
play
Right.
in the
Right.
state. So of course,
100%.
in the United States, this is one of the reasons why players who come from Ukraine, for example, increase rating quite quickly because
Mm-hmm.
completely different style and the players not ready for complications mentally.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So what I was gonna say
So
is that last just to finish up what I was saying is that basically for what I started doing recently is I started playing a lot more Blitz and Bullet,
yeah.
something I never
Okay.
play, and I also started doing Puzzle Rush, Puzzle Battle, those type of things. And I increased my Blitz rating almost 200 points in just 2 weeks just from doing that. Like I'm almost 2200 Blitz. I was before struggling to even break 2000 on Lichess. That's one good thing. The second good thing is that I'm realizing that whatever openings I'm playing, I need to immediately start taking the positions into the sharpest lines possible. And I'm thinking that within a maybe about month or 2 months, I'm gonna switch to E4 completely and just start playing like Sicilian, King's Gambit, all types of stuff to make myself as uncomfortable as I can in every game.
Yeah, probably King's Gambit not best choice. Yeah, for Blitz maybe it's okay, but if you prepare yourself for classical game, it's probably too
Too
ambitious.
much.
Yeah, but
Right.
of course it's a good way how to diverse your style and try
Right.
improve your skills. Yeah.
Right. So my request to you is just, yeah, help me overcome this whole fear of complication, dynamic stuff, like whatever we can study together to try to overcome that. Basically, I set two goals. One is that I'm gonna get my blitz over 2200, which I'm very close to that goal already. Another one is that I need to really cross 2000 USCF. And I think that if I just start playing really sharp, aggressive type of chess, I think I will see a huge improvement in my learning.
Yeah, but of course you also very important be ready for complications and solve puzzles, solve tactic, improve your um, pattern about tactical ways. For example, if you study Sicilian, for example, very important study different type of sacrifices like bishop b5 sacrifice on d5 or knight d5 sacrifice or
Hmm.
something like this,
Right.
and be confident in positions with material disbalance.
Makes sense.
Okay, uh, 1 second. Yeah, maybe then we can discuss few games about Sicilian. If you already play for aggressive stuff, maybe I show you some games with one typical stuff about
Sure.
95 sacrifices in Sicilian.
Yeah, let's do
Is
it.
that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Keep in mind, I
I'll
currently do not play Sicilian, by the way, and have not for
uh,
15
yeah.
years.
So but you say that you are ready to start play for white.
I'm ready. Yes. I don't care about rating. As long as I'm improving my chess, I don't really care if I lose mini games.
Okay. Yeah, especially in Lichess, for example, good idea, try something new and improve your skills. Okay, first game between Khalifman and Machulski. Let's start. E4, C5, knight f3, D6, D4. Take, take, knight f6, knight c3, e6. Scheveningen, Sicilian, not very popular, but in general, such type of structure, of course, one of the biggest part of Sicilian. And for example, Garry Kasparov played this, not this opening, but this type of structure a lot.
We're looking at this from
Usually,
Black's side, Black's point of view, right?
From white point of view.
Okay.
Yeah, but of course, it's like general thing we can discuss for both color. And yeah, of course, now for white, first moment to decide what to do next. And in general, in such a position in Sicilian, our first intention think about our king placement. If you decide play castle short, you finish your development. You develop like a bishop, then play castle, and only then you decide what to do next. If you trying to play castle long, then you start with development queenside pieces, then play castle long, and then think about some complications. What do you think, which move most aggressive and most dangerous for black right now, from white point of view?
White to play?
Yeah. Which move right now most dangerous for black? Any ideas?
I'm thinking, hold on.
Okay.
I mean, common moves here are like bishop c4, f3, bishop
Yeah,
d3, knight
bishop
d3.
c4, bishop c4, bishop e3, f3. Yes, everything possible, but not most challenging.
g4.
G4, G4 most challenging move in this position, and G4. This is Keres Attack.
Yeah.
Great player of the past, Paul Keres. First who start play this line, and then this line become very popular, and this is one of the reasons why Kasparov switched to the knight of Sicilian. In this game, white start with bishop e3, and only after e6 played g4. This is also possible. This is Judith Polgar favorite line, and she won a lot of good games after e5, knight f5, g6, g5, take, take, d5, and now crazy complications after queen f3, d4, and long castle, something like this. White sacrifice full piece, but open all files and positions. Yeah, just very sharp. And of course, for players who prefer play in cover chess, very hard to play such for black, for example, because it's every time about checkmates and his king stuck, all his pieces on last rank, and engine somehow find way how to survive. But for human, it's really very sharp line. And yeah, this line was extremely popular around 30 years ago. And Khalifman also tried this, and his opponent prefer not be involved in theoretical battle. He prefers something more simple. 96. But now problems that white play very simple. White can just start push his pawns and move g4. This is not only about kingside attack. This is about control of the center. Very interesting that move g4 has very good positional ground because black main idea create pawn break with d5 or e5 in some moment. And with move g5, g4, we're trying to replace his knight, and then he cannot achieve this d6, d5 break.
I see.
G5, knight d7, h4, queen c7. Yeah, now, of course, our main idea play castle long. So we need important for us choose square for our queen. We have logical at least 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And which one looks most logical for you?
I mean, the most natural is queen d2, but I'm not sure if that's the spirit of how you
Queen
play this.
d2, queen d2 possible, but queen on d2 little bit less aggressive than, for example, after f4, queen f3. Queen on f3 even more aggressive because controls this diagonal and also on f5.
Right. If I want to try to be as aggressive as possible, then I would probably want to keep it on like g3 or something like that, or like you said,
Yeah.
f4 and f3, queen f3.
Yeah, f4 then queen f3. Queen d2 possible, but a little bit too premature. Also, queen e2 good square because with queen on e2 and long castle, our rook on d file open, and our queen on e2 can create some threats against king. But in this game, Khalifman choose queen h5.
Damn.
Also, very good move because this move is tempo. He immediately creates threat 96.
Okay.
Knight d4, bishop d4, b5, long press. Bishop b7. Okay, now quite typical Sicilian type of position. And yeah, what is your next move?
Um,
So what is type of our
maybe I
advantage?
guess. Huh?
What is type of our advantage right now?
Development.
Development. If you're better in development, what are you looking for?
Back to open the center, attack the king.
Yeah, as quickly as possible, or open position or create threats.
Yeah.
So then
Bishop
very
h3 is
easy.
an immediate threat, but g6, queen moves, rook is hanging, e5.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
threats like
So
e4, bishop e4.
So bishop h3, good threat, because you create threat bishop e6 immediately. And if he plays g6, then rook on h8 flanking.
But then he has e5 next, right?
I don't think that e5 necessary. For example, bishop h3 played. If he plays g6, for example, queen e2, now quite unpleasant for him normally mid this move, how to play right now. If he play e5, then d5 square very weak. Even after simple bishop e3, now d5 looks like yeah, now probably even more simple bishop d7 and bishop e5.
Yeah.
So this is impossible at all. And if rook j8, of course, then big question about black position at all, because he completely stuck. We can play a 4-5 open position, and probably we can think about knight d5 immediately also.
Wow.
Yeah, so after bishop h3, black played more calm, move knight c5, just protect pawn on e6, and also create counter pressure against our pawn on e4. Rook e1, last preparation. You think about bishop c5 and bishop e6.
Yeah, what happens if he does that? Maybe he has g6 at the end, right?
Yeah, g6, and you just lose your bishop.
Okay.
Maybe even queen f4 first. And then g6. I don't know. So, yeah, it's also bishop d7. It's not completely clear. Okay, maybe it's makes some sense, but even in general, I'm not sure that simplification good for white, because black has two bishops and quite active bishops. So white decide just prepare for final break, just put pieces on ideal squares. Before, yeah, black problem, of course, our bishop on d4 too powerful. He cannot prepare his castle short, and if he play e5, then d5 pawn on d5 was very bad. We can even take and knight d5, and white clearly better because difference between this bishop and this bishop.
Yeah.
So yeah, black played before, and now, of course, position dynamical. So we are thinking about active moves, and our first active move in our mind, move knight d5. Why move knight d5 is possible? First of all, we open all files. Secondly, in general, in Sicilian, after knight d5, ed, also we cut connection between his queen side and his king side. And because like he play move like king d8, for example, very hard for him connect all these pieces together. And because we disconnect his pieces, usually we have very good compensation. Yeah, now, of course, we can see compensation. It's quite clear. But of course, important to understand how to continue. So we without piece, and in general, of course, we prefer play quickly. So our idea in general, think about more straightforward direct moves and try calculate accurately dynamical lights. So what can be your most straightforward solution? From which lines can you start your calculation?
Well, straightforward is win material, but Or checkmate. That's even better.
Yeah, but right now probably we cannot quickly checkmate him, but we can try to create these threats. Yeah, so what about your possible move list right now?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Honestly, I think most straightforward is just to double up the rooks on the e file and try to go on e8, something like that, because he can't really play bishop e7 that easily. Maybe that might be the easiest.
It's possible
Or
like idea, but it's not fast. Usually in dynamical position, you prefer start with fast move. For example, if you start with rook e2, I can also start to think about move like bishop c8, for example. And you can see that you lose time, because if you take, you help him escape. And now if you can play king b8, probably your attack is over.
Yeah.
And if you play like move bishop g2, we can see that his moves bishop c8, bishop f5 looks much better than you move bishop g2, and also he ready to escape with king c8, king b7 now.
Yep.
So yeah, also he ready for some counterplay with b3, because you cannot take with this pawn, and if you take with another pawn, then knight b3 also quite unpleasant.
So
Yeah, so rook e2 not good move.
hold on one second. You know what? I just realized. Take the knight. Because queen can't
Takes
take.
an Yeah, so take knight, most forcing move, because we forcing position and we create new threats.
Yeah.
And we ask about his answer, because if he take back with queen, of course queen f7, we create 3 threats. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he
busting.
can protect everything with queen b5, but we still can finish this game if you again quite precise with calculation.
Here.
Again, if you start the calculation, you start with more straightforward line, because your advantage, development and active pieces. So which line looks most direct right now?
I mean, I was looking at rook e8 to see if that I can make that work, but I don't know. Rook e8 takes queen b7. Where is the other rook going? How is he gonna defend that?
Yeah, yeah, and this is most critical line because this is direct line, and every time in your calculation you have to start with such direct solutions. If this work, then everything else not important for you.
Yeah.
So if you imagine like rook e8, take, you can see that his rook cannot escape,
Yeah.
and you just win. Probably this is not only solution because in this position very hard to imagine at least one move for black. And maybe we can win this position with your idea like double rook. I can imagine it. Move like
Wait, why
rook
is that not
e3.
working? Rook e8, it
Yeah,
doesn't work?
rook e8 work. After rook e8 you clearly winning. You just win 2 pawns in the end. So this is good enough. But probably even more simple play like rook e3, then rook e1, and then just rook e8 because black completely stuck.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah, but very important. Start your calculation, of course, with move like rook e8.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So this is why queen c5 doesn't work. Second line, a little bit.
Can you, hey, Dimitri, can you give me 1 second? I have to wash my hands. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, let's go. Ready.
Yeah. So next important line. What if he take with deeper? Again, our first move probably obvious, but again, I want to ask you, what is your first move in your mind right now?
D6.
D6, yeah. Of course, open files and open position.
Yeah.
D6, bishop D6. Yeah, and this moment not so simple because he stuck and looks like white has to play quickly, but not so easy find enough good enough idea how to break his position quickly. Because probably we start our calculation with move rook d6, but then we can understand that we only simplify position after this, bishop d5, for example, bishop g2, queen f4, and king c7. Okay, white, of course, has some compensation, but it not looks like something too dangerous for black. And this is why rook d6 wrong direction.
What was the move after rook d6? What did you play? Queen d6, rook d1. Is that what you played?
And bishop d5, yes.
And then after
this
that,
is
if I play bishop like b2 or something, then or g2.
yeah. Then queen f4 check
Oh,
and king
oh
c7.
shit.
We without exchange, white has some compensation, but obviously black fighting as equal. Black pieces also ready to be activated, and this is not this position and this position looks not the same. This position looks much more attractive for our attacking possibility. Yeah, so if rook d6 doesn't work, then what is your next idea?
Um,
Do you have any ideas?
I mean, I was trying to see if I don't think this works. I don't know. Rook d6, then queen f7, something like that, but
No. You just for us now very important to understand where is his main weaknesses. If you try an attack, first of all, you're thinking about his your target. What can you attack? And right now, you're
okay, well, you said that the simplest moves usually work in these kind of positions. The simplest would be to play like rook d3, rook d1, rook e3, rook d3, something like
yeah,
that.
quite close. Probably rook move like rook e3 or rook e2. I think quite okay, but probably even more simple move queen e2. It looks slow, but our threat to play queen e5 and attack his main weaknesses. And black problem that he cannot escape physically, because if he move his queen, then prepare king c7, then queen e7 just checkmate.
Mm.
And if not, then our next move queen e5, and he cannot protect bishop on d6.
Mm.
So this is immediately winning. It's impossible to escape for his king from d5. and queen e5, our next move, inevitable.
Hmm.
And another probably good idea, play g6. And if he takes, then just queen e5. And if he not take, if he, for example, play f6, I think we can even take on this way. Because
What
if
was the
he
move? Go
take,
back,
we
go back, go
take.
back. Couple of moves again. G6, and if he takes on
Yeah,
wait.
then queen e5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so g6
Interesting.
probably also work, but queen e2, queen e5, I think most accurately, because we just replace our queen to good square, and because we control a7, he cannot escape. Just okay.
Right.
In the game, this is why d takes is also bad. In the game, black finds more one way how to try to protect his position. Move bishop c8.
He played bishop c8.
Yes, yeah, also quite logical. He tried to trade more pieces, and in defense, of course, good idea trade as much pieces as you can. Bishop c8, rook c8, and rook e2. White use fact that still queen c5, queen f7 just finish this game. Queen 8 you cannot protect. Like take, queen b5, and rook e1, and rook e8 coming. So this is bad. And yeah, only move how not lose this game immediately, d takes c5, because if not, then we already take on b4, for example, and we just pawn up in a much better position. So d takes c5 necessary. Again, d6 logical move. And now queen d7. If bishop d6, I think situation quite similar. Now I think again g6 a quite good idea. And if he take, yeah,
Yeah,
I
you can
don't
play
know
queen
which
e5.
move is better.
Queen e5.
Queen e5, king
Oh, so
d7.
after queen e6, king c6, basically, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but at the end of all those lines, you have rook e6, d5 check, then you play rook e6,
yeah, probably we can play like this, like check and play this. Yeah, I don't
or
know.
check on d5 and then play rook e6. Either, yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah, but now rook endgame. I'm not completely sure about rook endgame.
No, 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 rook e6.
How?
Don't check here. No, queen e6 check on d5,
Yeah,
and then play rook e6.
okay.
We're not trading down. Oh, he's gonna defend. Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
he is ready for rook endgame. Yeah, probably this is not so simple. Yeah, but I think even simple move like take, and rook d2 slightly better for us because black has very bad coordination. Even this looks slightly better, but this is of course uh, probably not so simple with some chances. So it's not looks like the best way. Yeah, bishop d6. It's maybe g6. G6, f takes g6. Yeah, queen e5, king d7. Let's see. Let me think. What if simple move rook d2? Probably this is solution.
Yeah.
Because if king d7, now queen f7, and if king e7, we can just, for example, queen e2. Yeah, and now he loses his bishop finally.
Mhm. And if he
Okay,
plays king
so
d7 after queen e2, king d7.
this, queen e2, and king d7. Yeah,
Are
we
you gonna
can
take the
take
bishop?
this pawn.
Okay.
Yeah, he cannot take d6. We already pawn up. So
Yeah.
yeah, in the game, black prefer queen d7. G6, again, very direct idea, because if he take, then queen g5 just finish this game on the spot. His king cannot escape. And if yeah, f6 on the move. And now again, interesting moment. White has two direct moves. First, take on h7 with pawn, and second, take on h7 with queen. And yeah, first of all, of course, queen h7 looks really attractive, because you take, I take, and you cannot prevent move h8 queen. But I think some problem after. Let me see. Yeah, bishop d6. No, not bishop d6. Yeah, bishop d6, h8 queen, king c7, and now bishop f4 comes.
Um,
And position looks not so simple.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like for example, queen
Maybe
h5,
you have to take the
bishop
bishop or something.
f4. Yeah, we can play like rook e3, but okay, it looks material is equal, and black looks not so bad. White maybe still slightly better, but it's not something that we want to get. And yeah, I think it's quite clever trick, and this is something that black expect. But white play g takes h7,
Mm-hmm.
and he just wins this pawn. And again, for black, hard to find next move. If bishop d6, again rook d2 possible, and if rook c6, then quite clear tactical finish of this game.
How to make from here? How to win?
Yeah, not mate, but how can you win?
Oh, just play rook e7, right?
Yeah, yes, just play rook e7. Again, most direct move. And if he cannot move his queen because queen a checkmate, he have to take. But now we take, he take, we take, he take, check on f7 and take on g7. And
Mm-hmm.
final position quite easy to evaluate, because white has queen against two rooks, but his rooks cannot be normally connected. Plus white has 3 extra pawn, and in this position you just need to imagine your final position.
Yeah.
Black stuck. Black cannot improve his rooks. So for you, only question: what is your final position? How to win?
Well, immediately you're gonna take on a6, so that's another pawn.
Yeah, but it's not changed something a lot. And also maybe you lose pawn on h7 after that.
No, you can't take the one on h7 because there's the rook on c8 is hanging, right?
I don't know, like king, king d5. Probably right now cannot, but maybe he can play rook c7 first and then take. Then you cannot protect. Like this.
So what exactly is happening if I just take on
Yeah,
a6?
it's nothing wrong, but I think finally you will lose pawn on h7. And if he can take pawn on h7 with c pawn, then you lose pawn on h4.
Mm,
Probably white still win, but what is problem? You help him connect his rooks.
yeah. Okay, makes sense.
And right now his rooks cannot leave last rank because he immediately lose. You just promote your pawn.
Yeah,
All his
just
pieces.
okay. I had the idea. I got it. Just play the queen to g7 and then just start simply pushing the other pawn and the king together with it. Have pawn
Yes,
and king
yes.
together
So
marches up.
our idea
Okay.
quite simple. Put queen on g7, then push pawn to f7, then bring king to g6, and
Yeah.
then sacrifice queen.
All right. Simple.
And if you imagine this position, next 20 moves you can play even without thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. These kind of
And
positions, there's no need to complicate the thing.
yeah, so for us, any reason now calculate something like queen a6 or something like that. For us, important to imagine final position. Our final position, pawn on f7, queen on g7, and king close to king side. Then we
Yeah.
can just sacrifice
Nothing he can
queen
do,
and just
basically.
yes, he completely stopped. So queen d2, f4, queen 3. Okay, and slowly but surely we just bring king and pawn, and then we just sacrifice queen and just finish this game.
Hmm.
Okay, so what was important in this game? What can you remember?
What do I remember? What's the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so what our conclusion about this game? What can you remember about this game?
Um, Initiative. Constantly, every move came with an attack of some type, direct attack.
Only
That's one.
after moment in which you sacrifice something.
Yeah.
So this is our typical rule during attack. If you start playing with risk, you cannot play slowly without reason.
Right.
If you play without risk, you can prepare with like bishop h3 or rook h1, but only after you move knight d5 and you sacrifice your knight, only after that you start play every quick moves because you start playing with risk.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you have questions about this game?
No questions. Do you want to do some blitz and stuff? I'm gonna play some games online and then you just guide me and tell me what I'm doing
Okay.
wrong.
You want to play against me? Yeah.
Let me play some people online. You give me some feedback, and the next time I'll
Okay.
play.
Okay. Then share your screen and we will discuss something maybe.
Okay. I've really changed my style a lot, so I want to show you the new way that I've been playing chess
Okay.
nowadays.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, what did I do? Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Oh, sorry. I need to stop my
Yeah.
show me. I think.
3-0. Okay. I'm playing a lot more aggressive nowadays
Yeah, okay.
than before.
Okay, slow defense. D takes f4, of course, not very aggressive line, but okay.
Oh, I should have played here. Shit. You're supposed to play here to stop this move. Forgot.
Yeah, I don't play this line, so
That main idea is to stop this e4, but he didn't play e4 anyway, so it's fine.
yeah, maybe now you can try knight e4 and trade and put your bishop on e4, just blockade his structure.
Damn.
Yeah, knight takes c3 and then bishop e4, and you control this very weak square. So this position looks quite interesting for both.
Mm-hmm. Kind of want to keep my knight for an attack, but at the same time, this e5 knight looks really strong. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
from another hand also, you can relocate your knight on e4 or d5 at some moment.
Mm-hmm. Holy.
I cannot see any problem.
Should I have taken with the king, you think?
I think even like knight f8, what's wrong? Because you have two pieces plus his weak king plus quite bad bishop, I think.
No, earlier instead of taking with the rook, do you think I should take it with the king?
Why not?
And then came here?
Yeah, I think the bishop is just very strong, and I don't want to relocate your bishop. I think position quite
I'll
balanced.
check and take this.
Yeah, he can, but his king after this also quite weak. So second, say no, c4.
Oh,
c5 now.
shit.
Queen d5 probably.
Queen d5 was better. Yeah, you're right. But then my rook would have been hit.
Yeah, but okay, just play back. I think it's not big deal. Maybe your decision not so bad. Yeah, only about initiative. You need somehow improve your queen and also create some rotate. Yeah, and now maybe even c5. And then you can play rook g6 and attack on another flank.
That's a nice idea, yeah. But I need to get my queen involved, man. That's the main thing here.
Yeah. But now you start to replace your queen. You put your rook on g6 and then you play something like queen c8 and your queen your queen is coming to his weak.
He's gonna push this. I have
Yeah,
check, then
rook
takes
g5.
here.
Yeah, rook g5 is problem. Now queen g4 coming. His king extremely weak. He cannot find anything good, but his connection between pieces very bad. Our connection much better.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting mated here or here.
Bishop d3. After king f1, bishop d3, and you just win his rook. Simply. Oh, queen d1, even checkmate in one. Okay, okay.
It was just mate here, right?
Yeah, mate in one. I calculate king f1, bishop d3, king e1, queen g1, and you win rook, but yeah, queen e1 just checkmating one. Yeah, yeah, interesting game, of course. Probably
One
a
more?
little bit risky. Yeah, let's try one more.
Oh, they always do this.
Mm.
This Scandinavian defense.
Yeah. Yeah, not even Scandinavian, because now you have even better version, because pawn not on c2 but on e2. This is even better for white. If you take e3,
He's gonna take. Whoa. It's got crazy.
I know. Even
Oh, he's gonna take on
yeah,
c3. Shit.
it might be queen b3 possible. Yeah, it's a little bit, of course, a little bit not so ambitious, but probably still good, because you're a little bit better in the center. So I don't think that he can create some problems to you. Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting, because he ready to trap his bishop somehow. And for example, looks interesting, knight a5, b6, king d2. Knight a5 looks good, because you protect b3 and attack b7, and if you play b6, king d2 intermezzo. And now you can move back. Yeah, it looks slightly better, because better structure and space control. Why not? Maybe rook a6 also interesting, fix his pawn on a6, a7 like weaknesses. I think every move is good for you. Now, you don't need to waste your time. Just play, finish development as quickly as possible, and play against his weaknesses. Rook a6, bishop some moves. Bishop e3, rook a1, and a7 under huge pressure. Yeah, white control everything in this position. It's maybe not very big advantage, but yeah, it's interesting why you play. Why instead of improvement you are playing for some tricks.
I don't know.
You just
That
need
was a
to
stupid
finish
move.
development. Just finish your development. Develop your bishop and double your rooks.
But my knight is kind of awkward now.
No, no. You just played too many unnecessary. Yeah, but he's still okay. Why? No, not this diagonal. And double rooks. Rook a5. Rook a5. Okay, it's good. Rook a5. Rook a5.
Yeah, that
Then
makes
rook
a lot more
a1.
sense. You're right.
And rook
Damn.
b5. Rook b5 quickly. Rook c5.
Oh shit. I have to
Rook
move this
c5.
rook. Yeah, I just saw it last second. I only have 20 seconds. God.
You are winning, but yeah, before c4, c4, you can remove your c4 move. Then bishop e3, and then b5. Bishop e3, bishop b3, come back. No. Bishop e3, b5, and your pawns just start rolling. Remove
You're
this
right.
move. B5. Again, you can remove.
Oh yeah, I have 11 seconds. I gotta pre-move something. Right, you're right.
C6. Okay, C6 next on light squares.
Oh shit. Oh fudge.
You lost by time. Yeah, but again, you push your pawns on wrong color. You need push your pawns on light square. Why you start to push your pawns on dark square? This is wrong. Okay, you obviously lose by time. Okay. Let's finish for today.
Okay.
So, do you have any questions?
No questions, man. Sounds good.
Okay,
Keep.
you have 2 more lessons which you paid in advance.